Our next step in this project is adding multiple level references starting on page 519. You might have noticed that the new page reference dialog box includes 4 fields in the topic levels area. These fields allow you to create multi-leveled or nested index entries. You can create up to 4 levels of nested index entries depending on complexity of the particular project requires. So with color 1 INDD open in the excerpts book panel, navigate to page 4 of the layout. It's the page that says photography at the top of it is where you're going to need to be. And what you want to do is you want to go down and highlight the Daguerre method in the second line like so, and go down into the index panel and click create new entry. And in the new dialog box, click the down arrow button in the topics area. You'll see, so I'm going to move it down to the second slot. And in the first one, I'm going to put photography lowercase lettering. So type that in. So the number 1 says photography in lowercase. The second one says the Daguerre type method. Okay, and then I'm going to create a new entry button. In the index panel. So I'm going to click so now it's time to click OK and go down to photography, and you will see that photography is the top line in the index panel, and the Daguerre type method is the second entry, and it's indented. So that's how you can create a hierarchy of more than one line. Okay, is to do it that way. In the index panel, you can see how easy it is to do that. So let's do a Control S to save our work, and we can go ahead and close that. Our next step is build the book's index file, okay, which is what we're going to start with next on page 521. Building an index into a document is very similar to building a table of contents. Once the index has been generated, it is loaded into the cursor so you can place it in the layout. When you are working with a book file, you can build the index into an existing chapter file, or you can add it as a separate back matter file to hold the index. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over and open the companion one. So let's do File, Open, and we're going to open up the companion one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drag the D-index opener page onto the icon. So I'm going to take and grab this and drag it onto the icon like so. And then I'm going to go up and do a file, save as, and save it as back-matter INDD. And I'm going to save it inside the excerpts folder. And then in my book panel, make sure nothing is selected. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is add a documents button by clicking the plus at the bottom again, and I'm going to go and select the back matter one to add it to my book. And let's do a quick save on that to make sure that we save it by clicking the save button in the book panel. And then we are going to open the synchronized option dialog box. So we're going to go up here to the hamburger and we're going to go down to synchronize options. And in the synchronize options dialog box, we want to deselect everything except the swatches. So make sure everything is turned off except the swatches, and you can also have the Smart Match Style group checked. And then we're going to click OK, and what that'll should do is it should make it match the rest, set it up to match the rest. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom down here and click the synchronize button, and indeed it changed it to the purple, and then now everything matches. Okay, at the bottom of the index panel, what I'm going to do now is I am going to, right next to the one that we've been working with, to create a new index entry, you're going to see one that looks like it has writing on it. It's a square with writing on it. And if you hover over it, it says Generate Index. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to open up the Generate Index dialog box. And I want to make sure that it includes book documents, so I'm going to check that as a selection. And we are also going to delete the word index from the title field because we don't need that. We have index already in that. And then make sure that the more options is opened up. And then we're going to click the following topic menu and choose EM space. So following topic towards the bottom under entry separators, you want to select EM space as the character that will appear between the entry text and the associated references. Okay, once you have EM space, we're going to click OK to generate the index entries. And all I have to do is click inside the box, and there they are. It puts them all in for us. And we do a Control S to save our work and close the file, and also make sure that your book is saved. And that is how easy it is to add an index to the back part of our book, which is really much, much simpler than it used to be in the past.